community. This is Sherry. This is the July 2018 Oh So Inspired collaboration video. It's part of a video hop hosted by Alicia of Call Me Crafty Owl, and there are a number of us who participate, and it is really a lot of fun because we all begin with the same inspiration piece, and usually we all take it a different direction, and it's so much fun to see what inspiration everybody else took from the piece. And this is our inspiration piece this month. It is a butterfly tag, which when I printed came out gigantic. And so I think you can see that pretty good. It's a little pixelated, but this tag is by a lady named Emma Williams, and it is on her That's Life blog. And if I remember correctly, when I read what she wrote on the blog, this was part of a challenge that she participated in, and I believe she had to have wings on her tag. I thought this was incredibly beautiful, very elegant, and there were certain things that I saw on the tag that I took for my inspiration. One was the butterflies, of course. It's summertime and I have a lot of butterflies in my stash. Another thing I enjoyed about it is the dimension. Not everything is 2D. You've got layers, including these floral layers like the leaves and the branches. And I also saw these dots, and I'm not sure if they're enamel dots or dewdrops or what, but I remembered that I recently got some of these in my collection from another crafter who is moving to a new kind of crafting, and so she gave me some of her older supplies that are no longer useful to her, and dewdrops were among those supplies. So I decided that I wanted to do something that had the branches, the leaves, the butterflies, and the dewdrops, but not a tag. And lately on YouTube, I have been seeing shadow boxes being made by crafters, and I thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted to try it. So what I did was, I did not have a shadow box, and I have not been to like a Hobby Lobby in a while. So what I did was, I remembered that Little Hot Tamale had this, she calls them a mini pizza box tutorial on her channel, and so I got her tutorial. I'd made this box before, and super simple, so I made it again, and then I just trimmed these sides because the elements inside get crushed if you were to actually have these sides going inside. And then as a closure, I put this Velcro on here. So I made the box, and let me show it to you. So basically, it is just a little miniature kind of garden scene in the box, and I'm gonna have to re-glue some of these little butterflies because they don't want to stick. Yeah, there's another one missing, but oh, this one goes up here actually. This is what I made. So it's kind of like a little secret garden, and I'm going to put it on a stack of books on my library behind my desk, and then when things get a little intense or I need a quick break from the reality of my work, I'm just going to open it up and be somewhere else for a few minutes. I know that sounds kind of, I don't know if you ever do that, but I do have like a little miniature desert on my desk, and every once in a while I just stop and take a look at it and kind of refocus and regroup in those few seconds, and then go back to what I was doing, and it's just a nice little break. So that's my plan, what to do with this. It looks really cute on a stack of books. Let me look. So just sweet. So that is my project that I made. So let me give you some information on what I did. I used, after I made the box, but before I assembled it, I put gesso on it, and then I used gelatos to get this. And then I went over the gelatos with a wet paint brush so that it's kind of this finish that's here. And then after that, I die cut some of the pieces. These branches and these leaves are from this Tim Holtz Thinlits Sizzix dies. So there's the branch and there's the leaves. And then this little fence is from this Spellbinders die. It's a little house that you can make, and it comes with a little fence. And this crepe paper is just a crepe paper ruffle. This is just some Spanish moss, which you can get in the floral department. This bird, I was having trouble. I wanted to have a focal point that was different from the butterflies, and so I did this little flower collage here. And then this bird, at a local thrift store, he had a bunch of really old craft supplies in a little bin that he was selling for like $1. And these decorative birds were in there, and they're from a place called Mangelson's. But anyway, they're pretty old. I don't know. I know they're not from the 2000s, so and that's where I got the bird. And I really liked the bird because it drew these two colors that that are dominant, the green and the orange. It drew those out. And I wanted to use some butterflies from my stash, and I've had this Kate and Company floral butterfly pillow stickers. They're just puffy stickers. I've had them for years and have been using them here and there. So I used those in here, and some of them are flat on the surface and some of them are popped up so that it has dimension. So I got a chance to use some of these. I really like these. If I ever see them again, I would definitely buy those again. And then these flowers are just from some, I want to say Prima, but I don't know. Could be Recollections flowers that I got. These leaves I die cut out of green paper, and then I distress the edges of them. Then I put some of this Dylusions lime spray on them to give them a little bit of a different color, so that the green isn't just, so that there's not too much green, overwhelming green. And then I gave them that kind of shimmer mist using this glimmer mist. Then these clouds I made with a stamp that I made, I just drew the cloud shape on some foam, cut it out, and then glued it to some cardboard, and then I have a cloud stamp. Then I outlined the clouds with stickles so that they would pop more than without. So I think that covers pretty much everything in here. Oh, the little dots. These are the dewdrops that I was talking about. Let me grab those. Here's one of the embellishment boxes that I received in a swap recently, and she didn't fill it with dewdrops, but I've already taken everything that she made for me out and put them with like things in my stash. And then I had this box to be able to use as an actual, storage box. So these are dewdrops, and I can't remember who they're by. But they're just these little drops, and then I put a little glossy accents on there and then set the dewdrop down on top of it, and that gives it a little more sparkle and a little more dimension too, because they pop up off the surface. So it was fun to use those and to be able to use those. So that is my project. Oh, on the front, obviously, this is that Hobby Lobby trim, and these little flowers I also got, I think, in the floral section of Hobby Lobby. They come in little sprays like this, and it could have been in the wedding section. And then I took some of the Worn Lipstick Distress ink and put that on there to give them a little bit of pink. So that was just for fun. And then put some more leaves on there. And that is what I was inspired to do. I hope you enjoyed this peek at my inspiration piece. And I encourage you to please go visit the other collaborators in this video hop. All of their channels and their videos are linked below in the description box. I'm sure that it is worth the time because every month I go and visit every single channel, and I just enjoy going through the video hop and seeing what other crafters have made from the same inspiration piece. I get a lot more inspiration and a lot of ideas as I go through, and it's a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Hello, new subscribers. It's great to see you. And returning subscribers, thank you so much for supporting my channel. It's very appreciated. If you're not a subscriber but you'd like to subscribe, just hit the subscribe button. Before I say subscribe one more time.